My child, listen to me now. I have stopped you in this very moment because I can no longer remain silent. This is my final attempt to reach you, my last call before the window closes. Do not turn away from these words, for they are not ordinary. They are not random, they are life and truth spoken directly into your spirit. You have prayed for a sign, and I am giving it now. Do not ignore me. Do not scroll away, for if you leave this moment unfinished, you will miss the blessing and the warning I have poured into these words for you. I, your Lord, have interrupted your day because eternity is at stake. Enough is enough, my child. Hear me clearly. This is the moment you must decide whether you will follow me fully or continue drifting away. My child, listen closely, for I am speaking to you from the depths of my heart. From the very beginning of your existence, before the foundations of the world were laid, I knew you. I formed you with intention, breathed life into your being, and called you mine. My love for you has never wavered, not for a single moment. I have watched over you in every season of your life, in moments of joy and in times of pain, in the light of your laughter and in the silence of your tears. Even when you thought you were walking alone, I was beside you, closer than your breath. My patience has stretched long, because I love you with a love that refuses to give up. Do you remember the nights when you lay awake, staring into the darkness, whispering questions you thought no one heard? I heard them all. I heard you ask why life seemed so heavy, why peace felt so far, why hope seemed like a distant dream. I saw the tears that rolled down your face, the ones you wiped away quickly so that no one else would see. You believed you were forgotten, but I was sitting beside you, collecting every tear, storing them as treasures, for each one mattered to me. When you thought your cries dissolved into emptiness, they reached my throne. I have always been listening, always attentive to the unspoken ache of your heart. There were moments you felt betrayed, when those you trusted turned their backs on you. You looked around and saw faces disappear, friendships crumble, love grow cold, and you thought, no one truly cares for me. Yet in those very moments, I wrapped my arms around you, though you could not see me. I whispered to your spirit, though you struggled to recognize my voice. Every time your heart shattered, I was the one holding the fragments, keeping you from falling completely apart. Every time you thought you would drown in sorrow, I was the unseen hand lifting your head above the waters. My child, I never abandoned you, not once. Even in the valley of shadows, I was guiding your steps. Think back to the times you thought you escaped danger by chance. It was not chance, it was my protection. When the car swerved and missed you, when the sickness should have been worse but wasn't, when the depression pressed in but did not consume you, that was me standing between you and destruction. You survived because I preserved you. You woke up each morning because my breath sustained you. Even when you did not acknowledge me, even when you doubted my presence, I remained faithful. I stayed close when you wandered far. I have been patient with you, more patient than you can comprehend. I have whispered to your heart in the quiet moments. I have sent people into your life to remind you of me. I have spoken through songs, through sermons, through scriptures that found their way to your eyes at just the right time. I have placed signs along your path, moments that stirred your spirit and made you pause. But too often, you brushed them aside. You called them coincidence. You dismissed them as imagination, and you told yourself you would pay attention another time. Yet still, I did not give up on you. I waited, I called again, I reached out with mercy upon mercy. Do you remember the times when you longed for a sign, asking me to show you that I was real, that I cared, that I had not forgotten you? And then a message appeared at the very moment you needed it. That was me. When you thought of giving up, but suddenly a spark of strength returned, that was me. When a door opened unexpectedly, when help came in the most unlikely way, when hope stirred again even after you buried it, that was me. I have been sending you reminders again and again, but you have often ignored them. And yet, my child, my love would not let me stop. I have watched you search in so many places for comfort, for identity, for peace. You sought it in people who could not hold the weight of your soul. You sought it in distractions that left you emptier than before. You sought it in success, in possessions, in approval. Yet nothing satisfied. Do you know why? Because your heart was made for me. Nothing else can fill the space that belongs only to my presence. And though you wandered, though you chased shadows, I did not despise you. I waited. Like a father standing at the door, I watched for you. Like a shepherd searching for the lost sheep, I went after you. Like a lover who refuses to let go, I pursued you still. Come and Jesus, be my defender if you trust his protection. My patience hath been long because my love is eternal. I have not treated you as your mistakes deserve. I have not turned away in anger when you strayed. I have not shut my ears when you prayed half-hearted prayers. I have been merciful, slow to anger, abounding in steadfast love. Every day I have given you breath has been another chance, another invitation to return. Even now, as you hear my voice, it is mercy that is speaking. It is love that is calling. But my child, hear me clearly. Though I am patient, I am not careless. My patience has a purpose to lead you to life, to give you space to turn back before the door closes. I have waited for you through seasons when you ignored me. I have held back judgment because I wanted you to know my kindness. But too many times, you hardened your heart. Too many times, you said, "Tomorrow I will change. Tomorrow I will seek him," yet tomorrow never came. And now I am here, once more, stretching out my hand. This is not another casual word. This is not another gentle reminder to be brushed aside. This is my final attempt to reach you before the season shifts. I love you more than you can fathom. Nothing in your past has made me love you less. Not your failures, not your sins, not your doubts. I love you at your lowest, when you had nothing to give. I loved you when you felt unworthy, when shame whispered lies in your ear. I loved you when you pushed me away, when you chose others over me. My love has remained steady, unshaken, unbreakable. I proved it when I stretched out my arms on the cross, bearing your sins, carrying your pain, taking your place. That was my declaration for all eternity. You are worth everything to me. Do you understand now, my child? I have been patient, not because I am distant, but because I care too deeply to let you go. I have seen your brokenness, your loneliness, your longing for something more. I have seen the way you smile on the outside while carrying heaviness within. I have seen the way you keep moving though your heart feels weary. I have seen the way you question your value, the way you wonder if your life truly matters. And I tell you today it matters to me. You matter to me. Every detail of your life is precious to me. Every breath, every set, every dent, every few. You are not invisible. You are not forgotten. You are mine. Even now, I stand at the door of your heart, knocking. I am not forcing my way in, because love does not demand, it invites. But I am calling with urgency, louder than ever before. Do not ignore me this time. Do not treat this as another moment that will pass. I am here, and I am speaking because my love compels me to give you one more chance. I do not want you to walk in circles any longer. I do not want you to keep living bound by fear, by regret, by emptiness. I want you free. I want you whole. I want you to know the fullness of joy, the peace that surpasses understanding, the purpose I placed in you from the beginning. But you must understand my patience is not endless. I cannot keep sending signs forever while you keep hardening your heart. This is why I speak now with such urgency. Enough time has been lost. Enough warnings have been ignored. Enough nights have been wasted in sorrow when joy was waiting. Enough days have been lived in fear when freedom was available. Enough is enough. My love is still here. My hand is still stretched out, but you must take hold now. Do not wait until tomorrow. Do not say, I will change when I feel ready. My child, the moment is now. The invitation is now. The mercy is now. You ask me if I still love you, and I answer with all of heaven as my witness, yes. You ask if I still want you, and I answer with the scars in my hands, yes. You ask if I still see you, and I answer with the whisper that has followed you all your life, yes. I have always loved you. I have always wanted you. I have always seen you. And today, I call once more, this time with greater urgency than ever before. Do not ignore my love. Do not dismiss my patience. Do not walk away from this moment. It is holy. It is your turning point. It is your chance to step into the life I designed for you. Please support our channel as we strive each day to bring happiness to your life and to lead your soul into greater devotion and reverence for God. And if you wish to encourage us, you may do so through the super thanks button down below. My child, hear me now with the weight of heaven behind these words. Enough is enough. I have been patient with you. I have waited for you. I have stretched out my hand time after time, and yet you still waver, still delay, still let distractions steal what belongs to me. I have watched as days turned into months, and months into years, and still you keep saying, tomorrow I will surrender. Tomorrow I will pray. Tomorrow I will change. But tomorrow has become the thief of your destiny. Tomorrow has stolen the blessings that could have been yours today. Enough is enough. This is the breaking point. Do you understand the danger of your delay? Every time you put me off, the enemy gains ground. Every time you tell yourself you will draw near later, he builds walls around your heart. Every compromise has cost you more than you realize. Every distraction has pulled you further from the path I laid before you. You believe you still have plenty of time, but I tell you now, the clock is moving swiftly. The door of opportunity does not remain open forever. My spirit does not strive with man endlessly. There comes a moment when choices must be made, when lines must be drawn, when the fence you sit on crumbles beneath your feet. That moment is here, my child. I have watched you tolerate what I told you to leave. I have seen you entertain the very sins that once broke you. I have seen you run back to old habits, old wounds, old patterns, telling yourself it was harmless, telling yourself you could control it. But those compromises are chains, binding you slowly, wrapping around your spirit, dulling your ears to my voice. Each time you ignore the nudge of my spirit, your heart grows a little harder. Each time you dismiss my warnings, your vision grows a little dimmer. Do you not see how dangerous this is? You cannot keep flirting with darkness and expect to walk in light. You cannot keep clinging to what I have asked you to release and expect freedom. You cannot keep delaying obedience and expect blessing. Enough is enough. I am not angry with you, my child. My words are not born out of wrath, but out of love that refuses to let you destroy yourself. I see the traps the enemy has set for you. I see the nets waiting to ensnare you if you take one more careless step. I see the cliff edge you are wandering toward without realizing how close you are to falling. That is why I speak with such urgency. This is not another gentle whisper. This is the cry of a father who will not stand by and watch his beloved child walk into destruction. This is the voice of your Savior who gave his blood to rescue you from chains you now play with as if they are harmless. My heart grieves because I know the danger you are in. That is why I say to you now, enough is enough. You have wasted too much time already. The years behind you cannot be reclaimed, but the time ahead of you can still be redeemed. Yet if you keep living in delay, even the future will slip from your hands. My child, there are blessings I wanted to pour upon you, doors I wanted to open for you, opportunities I wanted to place in your path, but they have been delayed because you were not ready to receive them. You clung to the wrong people, and they drained your strength. You entertained the wrong thoughts, and they clouded your mind. You allowed fear to dictate your steps, and so you stood still while I was calling you forward. Enough of this. No more wasted seasons. No more circles in the wilderness. No more excuses. I am calling you out of delay and into obedience, out of compromise and into holiness, out of distraction and into focus. Do you know what compromise has cost you? It has stolen your peace. That gnawing unease in your soul is not random, it is the weight of disobedience pressing against your spirit. It has stolen your clarity. That confusion you feel is not because I am silent, but because too many other voices are loud in your ears. It has stolen your time. Every moment spent on what is empty could have been spent walking in purpose. Compromise has stolen your joy, your strength, your testimony. And if you do not break free now, it will steal even more. It will rob you of the very future I prepared for you. That is why I am drawing the line here. That is why I say enough is enough. You cannot keep serving two masters. You cannot keep trying to hold on to me with one hand and the world with the other. You cannot keep praying for deliverance while feeding what binds you. You cannot keep asking for blessings while living in disobedience. My child, this is not a game. This is life and death, destiny and destruction, eternity itself hanging in the balance. You must choose now whom you will serve. Will you give me your whole heart, or will you keep fragmenting your loyalty between me and your flesh? Will you follow me fully, or will you keep wandering halfway and then wondering why you feel so empty? This indecision is the root of your weariness. This half-obedience is why your prayers feel heavy. This double-mindedness is why you feel unstable. Enough is enough. I have given you countless chances to turn back fully. I have forgiven you more times than you can count. I have covered you with mercy again and again. But my child, mercy is not permission to continue in the same path. Grace is not a license to sin, it is strength to overcome it. I have been patient, but my patience was meant to lead you into freedom, not to enable delay. If you keep ignoring my voice, the consequences will no longer be delayed. The choices you make now will shape not just your present but your eternity. Do you not realize what is at stake? This is not just about your comfort. This is about your soul. Tight Father, you know my heart if you long for His presence. Enough of running back and forth. Enough of pretending you do not hear me. Enough of living as though you have endless time. My child, time is shorter than you realize. The days are moving swiftly, the world is growing darker, and the opportunities you think will always be there are vanishing. I'm calling you now, not tomorrow, not someday, but now. Delay has already stolen enough. Do not let it steal your destiny. I know it is not easy. I know you feel torn. I know you wrestle with fears and doubts and habits that cling tightly. But I am telling you, the power to break free is already here. My Spirit is ready to strengthen you. My grace is sufficient for you. My love is able to carry you. All I ask is that you stop resisting, stop delaying, stop making excuses, and surrender fully. Do not let the weight of compromise crush you any longer. Do not let the noise of distraction drown out my voice. Do not let fear dictate your steps when I have already gone before you. Enough of letting the enemy steal what is yours. It is time to rise. My beloved, I did not create you to live half a life. I did not call you to wander endlessly without purpose. I did not save you for you to remain in chains. I created you to walk in freedom, to shine with light, to live with joy that overflows. But you cannot experience any of this until you lay down your delays and compromises. You cannot taste the fullness of my promises while clinging to the very things I told you to leave behind. You cannot walk into the new while your hands are still gripping the old. Enough is enough. This is not a word of condemnation, but it is a word of urgency. I am not casting you away, but I am warning you with all seriousness, you cannot keep living like this. You are at a crossroads. One path leads to life, the other to destruction. One path leads to joy, the other to regret. One path leads to freedom, the other to bondage. And the choice is in your hands. I will not force you, but I will make it clear. I will not abandon you, but I will not soften the truth. My love compels me to warn you, do not take my patience for granted any longer. Do not mistake delay for safety. Do not think you can ignore me without consequence. The time for half-heartedness is over. The time for excuses is over. Enough is enough. Even now, as you hear these words, my Spirit is stirring in you. You feel the weight of conviction, the tug at your heart, the sense that this message is different, that it cannot be brushed aside. That is because it is I who am speaking, and this is your final warning before the shift comes. This is your breaking point. My child, will you keep walking the way of delay, compromise, and distraction? Or will you finally surrender and let me lead you fully? The choice is yours, but the time is now. Enough is enough. My child, listen to me with all the attention of your heart. This is not just another word like the many you have heard before. This is not one more gentle nudge that you can set aside until you feel ready. This is not a passing encouragement that you can store in your memory and return to later. This is my final warning, my last call before the season changes, before the door begins to close. I am not speaking this to frighten you but to awaken you. I am not saying this to burden you but to save you. What I am saying right now carries eternal weight. This is the moment that demands your decision, and you cannot delay any longer. I have whispered to you before. I have stirred your heart in quiet hours when the world was asleep. I have visited you in dreams, in sudden thoughts, in scriptures that came alive in your hands. I have spoken through voices of those who love you, through messages that pierced your soul, through moments you knew deep inside were not coincidence. You felt my presence in sudden waves of peace when you were breaking, in moments of strength you could not explain when you were weakest, in the strange calm that descended when everything around you was chaos. These were my nudges, my reminders, my whispers of love and warning. But too many times you brushed them aside. You told yourself they were imagination. You told yourself you would act later. You promised yourself you would change tomorrow. And so you moved on as though nothing had happened, while heaven itself was crying out for your attention. But now, my beloved, I will not allow you to keep dismissing what I am saying. You have reached a critical moment in your life and in eternity's plan. Do you not feel it? The urgency in your spirit, the heaviness in your chest, the awareness that something is shifting. This is not random emotion, it is my spirit pressing upon you with holy urgency. This is the trumpet sounding in your soul, the final call before consequences unfold. Do not silence this urgency. Do not reason it away. Do not distract yourself until it fades. For if you push it aside again, you will step into a danger that you cannot escape on your own. Say, Jesus, cleanse my heart if you want to walk in purity. The enemy has been circling you like a predator, waiting for the chance to strike. He has studied your weaknesses. He knows the places you are most vulnerable, and he has been patient, biding his time, waiting for you to ignore me one more time so he can destroy what remains. He does not rest. He does not sleep. He prowls like a roaring lion, seeking to devour you. And every delay you make gives him more ground. Every moment you dismiss my voice, his grip grows stronger. Do you not see, my child, how close you have come to traps carefully laid for you? Do you not realize that the temptations that feel harmless are designed to pull you deeper into chains? The enemy disguises destruction in small compromises. He wraps danger in temporary comfort. He hides poison in things that look sweet. And you have been far too close, too many times. I have intervened when you did not even know it. I shielded you from consequences that should have destroyed you. I blocked plans that the enemy designed for your downfall. I turned away errands that were aimed at your heart. But my child, hear me with clarity. I will not always intervene if you persist in ignoring my call. I gave you free will, and I will not override it. If you continue to walk toward danger while closing your ears to my voice, you will step into consequences that I cannot protect you from, not because I do not love you, but because you chose to walk past the covering of my protection. That is why I speak now with such urgency. This is not just another message. This is your lifeline. You have grown too accustomed to thinking there will always be another chance. You tell yourself, God will speak again, God will forgive again, God will give me more time. Yes, I am merciful, but I am also just. Yes, I am patient, but I am also holy. There comes a moment when ignoring my call becomes the very thing that destroys you. There comes a time when repeated delay hardens the heart so much that my voice is no longer heard. That is why I say, this is your moment. Do not gamble with it. Do not assume another word will come. This is not like the others. This is your final warning. The urgency you feel is not a burden, it is my mercy. I am stirring your spirit so strongly because I know the danger that waits ahead if you hesitate again. The enemy has waited long enough to rob you of peace, joy, and destiny. He is not playing with you, my child. He seeks to end you. He wants to crush the hope within you, to silence your prayers, to drag you into despair so deep you believe you can never return. He wants to sever your connection to me permanently, to convince you that you have gone too far, waited too long, disobeyed too often. But I am telling you the truth. That is a lie. The only way he wins is if you keep delaying. The only way he wins is if you ignore me right now. Think of the times you narrowly escaped. You believe it was by chance. No, it was my hand saving you from traps designed to destroy your body, your mind, and your soul. The reason you are alive right now, the reason you are still standing despite everything, is because I held you. I have been protecting you for this very moment, preserving you so that you could hear this call and respond before it is too late. But if you walk away from this now, you will be stepping out from under that covering. My child, this is not a game. This is not something to postpone. This is eternity reaching for you. You must understand that the enemy is relentless. He does not grow tired of chasing you. He waits for your weakest moment, for the time when you are most distracted, most weary, most vulnerable. He watches for when your guard is down. And if you delay again, if you ignore me again, he will strike with a force that will leave scars deeper than you can imagine. I am not saying this to terrify you. I am saying it because I see what you cannot. I see the plans he has formed in the shadows. I see the snares he has laid in your path. I see the relationships he wants to use to woo you, the lies he wants to plant in your mind, the temptations he wants to entangle you in. And I am telling you with divine urgency, do not give him the opportunity. Do not hand him the victory by delaying again. Type Amen to thank God for his unfailing love, and share this video so his goodness touches more lives.